So if you made it to this reading, this is about the desert harvest. I pulled this from my Kuan Yin deck, and that card came out. And Source is talking about literally something blooming in the desert and not having enough resources, nourishment, or seemingly not having enough resources, nourishment, etc., but still becoming something really beautiful. And in my journal, I said gathering from what seems like nothing. So it's like you are someone who is able to gather, like you are that desert rose or that desert flower that's able to gather from what seems like nothing. Like you can make something out of nothing. Some of you guys are so creative that people are like, how do you even like come up with that? You know, like you may not have like lots of money to put into your projects or lots of even time. Like sometimes stuff just comes to you out of nowhere. So the numbers that are coming, stripped bare is also coming to my mind. So the bear spirit is coming out here, 222 and 999. And also the song that I channeled was Boulevard of Broken Dreams. I walk the lonely road, the only one that I have ever known. But the thing is, Source is saying your time for blooming is just now starting to come into view. That's what I wrote. The blooming flower in the desert shows the ability to thrive no matter the odds against it. And the message is to not give up, to not fall victim to the odds of the contrary. That's what the card said itself, to not fall victim to the odds of the contrary. And I thought that was really interesting because it's seeming like you have these visions and you like, I feel like it's like mirages in the desert. Like you're walking and you're like, I've seen these things for myself, but like, where are they? You know, even though the dream seems unlikely or there's no details in your immediate reality right now that have been given, Source is saying that help is coming. Something's coming. This is a timing issue. So if you've been wondering, like, what is it that's causing the pause? Source is literally like, I'm telling you straight up, it is a timing issue. And to ask for help with trust on your journey or trusting your journey. That's something you need to ask for because it feels very much like there has been issues with trust in the universe. And granted, totally merited if there's been things in your life that have had you, you know, escaping into survival mode or going into a state of lack or thinking that those things are like that. But Source is saying, again, you are this blooming flower in the desert. You can thrive from nothing. And she wanted you to teach you that stamina and that resilience. That's rad. She wanted to teach you the stamina and the resilience so that when other flowers started to bloom around you, you weren't comparing. So that when the time came for the flower to be, you know, in full bloom, to be seen at its fullest, that it didn't like wilt right away. You know what I mean? Like it didn't wilt under the pressure of the sun, because that's the thing too, is like, you know, when you're in full light, when people can see you, like there is this tendency for people to want to shrink back, and Sources like that is not the vibe. So I'm going to leave that here. There's not really much else to the message. So you're saying draw a card. So I'm going to draw a card for you. If you made it this far, hello. All right. I wasn't going to draw any cards, but she's like, let's draw a card. Okay, that came out quickly. All right, so the first card I have out here is number 5. So a number 5 could be significant. Like 5 is a number of change. Okay, wow. But look at this. Wild. The universe. Source. The mother lode. Wild. And the shooting star. Come on now. The other was pillory, and I think this is like the number 5 energy, and she was like, don't show that yet. But I think the reason she didn't want me to show this is because this is like, this is what you're coming from, right? This is the energy of like, oh, I'm leaving this energy. I am not the victim. I'm here. I am here. And you may have felt like you were trapped. Source may have put you in a place where you felt like you were trapped, but you're not. You may have felt like you were in this situation where you didn't have any resources. You didn't have the things you needed. You were just being put in a vulnerable position. But Source is like, it was all for this. It was all for the mother lode, babes. Okay, I love you. Have a great rest of your day, soul family. I love you. Please do not get scammed. There are other accounts trying to be me. I will never reach out to you. Until next time, bye.